Weapons hot and one-liners at the ready, recruits. This ain't just some summer blockbuster vacation. This is the real deal. You've been chosen as part of an elite task force for the month of action. Now when those bullets start to fly and everything around you is up in flames, don't you lose your nerve. Remember who you are. You're the toughest, craziest, most resourceful sons of bitches to ever lace them up. We don't wait for backup and we damn sure don't retreat. Now strap your asses in and get ready for the drop. Oh, and one more thing. Before you pull that trigger, tell them John Mortis sent you.
This video contains explicit material not suitable for children.
The time is 5 minutes to 12, midnight. There is no more darkness.
Shrunkzilla! Starring The Shrunken Head.
Welcome, everyone, to After Hours Cinema Review with Anna and Pete, or crap for short. Anna's with me. Hey, Anna, how you doing, honey?
Hi.
It's so
Hi,
good to
Pete.
see you. It's been way too long.
It has.
And I believe we have something special this month because it's the month of action.
Action! Yay, Glee! We had to pop in over here and say hi too, you know.
Yeah, he's here. Hi, baby. Hi, how you doing?
Yeah. That's a stunt double.
That's right. This is Clark Bird because he's got the glasses on.
I like that.
Anyway, so it is the month of action, and we are participating with 23, I think is the last count, other podcasts in Charlie's crazy idea of getting us all together, cross promotions galore. And yeah, this is our addition to the month of action. Tonight from 1998, the same year as Roland Emmerich's Godzilla. What was wrong, friends, with 1998? I'm not certain. But we're watching the Bruce Willis star-studded, God, this thing is packed, chock full of stars. Mess of a movie. No, it's a summertime blockbuster classic, ? Armageddon.
Yay!
Anna, you picked this. I'm just gonna quick lead with this is a first time watch for me. I knew the premise, I knew who was kind of in it, and I understood how bad it was. And even Roger Ebert hates this movie. Well, Roger Ebert hates a lot of movies, but I will side
Not
with
Crash,
him to
though.
a certain degree. That's true.
It says a lot.
So, like I said, this is a first-time movie. I watched it with my nephew and sister a couple weeks ago. Rewatched it this morning. Anna, why did you pick Armageddon? Was it just to torture me, or did you have an ulterior motive?
No, I actually really love this movie, like from the depths of my heart and
Do you
soul.
now?
I really do. It is. I think this is more action nostalgia for me than Tomb Raider. Like me, mom, and dad went and saw this in the movie theater, and back then our theater chain was Carmack. So before the trailer started playing, they would do like trivia
Sure.
from different movies and stuff. And there was a question that came up months after Armageddon that was based on Armageddon. And it was Armageddon sings, or Aerosmith sings the lead song in Armageddon called Don't Want to Miss a Thing. And my mom, being my mom and little Ditzy, was just eating popcorn, you know, watching the trivia, and just said, "True." And we were like, "Yeah, Mom, we know that." Or like, "Did you know?" Like this was part of the, it was just like a fun fact, you know? And so that was something that we carried with us like all like in me, mom, and dad, that was an inside joke. Like anytime mom did something ditzy, me and dad, one of us would chime
Oh,
in with
no.
true. And she could never live that down, dude. But yeah, I just like rewatching it Saturday. I mean, I watched it live in the Discord and was sending videos, and I was just so hyped. It's just a movie that gets me excited. I love all the characters in it and the character actors for that matter.
You
And
threw so much in the Discord. It was hilarious.
and then I like nobody was
Whatever.
responding, and I was like, "All right, y'all, we got 40 minutes left. I hope y'all are still
Right.
strapped in." And Lo
Right.
Wang was like, "I'm having fun."
we're just sitting back enjoying Anna just belch comments and throwing up videos. She'll pause the movie and then take a video with her camera and then post it in the Discord.
Yeah.
It was so charming. I do the same thing
Mhm.
occasionally with you guys. So
fun.
I really appreciate it. And it was a lot of fun on my end too.
Thanks. I'm glad y'all had fun. You too, Lo Wang.
Whenever anybody is so enthusiastic about a movie, regardless of what your personal opinion is,
Yes.
it's so charming and so wonderful. I mean, you can love Troll 2 to death and then just like, this is great, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, it's a bad movie, but
It's like,
I'm
and it's
really
like, I'm
enjoying what you're
happy.
saying.
You're happy and having
Yes,
fun.
yes,
For
exactly.
sure. But yeah, I
yeah.
wanted to bring it to After Hours because I feel like it's an action movie that's needed to be on the Give Me Back feed in general
Mhm.
for a long time. And, you know, we've kind of poked at you with it for a while, but I didn't find out till recently that you actually hadn't seen it.
Mhm.
So I was like, what? You haven't even seen it? So
seen it.
once I found out I got the month of action pick, I was like, I already know. It's got to happen.
I was riding the coattails of its reputation.
Fair.
So, Anna, I'm going to start off with saying I am not going to shit on this movie.
Okay.
I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to say some things I didn't care about the movie.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you some heavy shit at the very end.
Okay. Okay, that's fair.
But we're
Some
going
shit
to
for dessert, if you will.
right. Yeah, we're going to take a shit on top of this Sunday. So this movie came out in a slew of disaster movies. I think people were looking at the end of the 20th century going, oh shit, Y2K, something's good, the
Yep.
Mayan calendar. And studios just started. It blows my mind, Anna, to know that Deep Impact and Armageddon were conceived roughly at the same time and started production roughly the same time, and Deep Impact beat Armageddon by a month or two to the theaters.
See, I didn't even know that. I've never seen Deep Impact.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Oh, okay.
There's something about end of the world movies that I'm just like, oh, there's nothing I can do about it. It really makes me sad.
Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah, right. The
About the
perfect
only-
storm.
This one, like even Independence Day, that's one like I'll rewatch, but still not as much as this one. If I'm going into the world, I typically go like zombie apocalypse. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But
Yeah,
as far
yeah.
as disaster movies as a whole, no, they're not really something I seek out, you know, or look forward to or anything like that.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of them in these the latter half of the 20th century. Like I said, Deep Dante's Peak was another one. Day After
that
Tomorrow.
was good.
There's it's also one of those natural disaster movies that there's not a damn thing you can do about it. And there's
Yeah.
some Toho science going on to fix everything, right?
Mhm.
And I'm good with the Toho science. The one thing I'm not going to do to Armageddon is I'm not going to be the science nerd and say, well, you couldn't possibly do this because there's no air in outer space, so you can't hear it, or there's no fires in outer space. It's not what I'm doing. Not doing any of that, because this is a big, dumb summer blockbuster that's got a ton of Toho science, as I like to call it. I'm not going to fault it for any of that, because we're just here for a good time, right? I've got problems with other things. But what I don't have a problem is the first two acts of this movie. The first two acts of this movie is a blast. It is so much fun. It really develops these characters. It really introduces these characters in a really nice way where you don't feel like there's an exposition fairy. Like, for instance, Good Beer Bad Movie Night just did Violent Night.
Mhm.
And to introduce the rest of the cast, we had the wife of Jason Stonethorn, whatever. Like, so tell me
Yes.
what all the hot gossip is about the family. And then we get this introduction of the rest of the family.
Expose,
Oh,
yes.
that's a little lazy, but okay. That's one way to get all this stuff.
Mhm.
This opening, well, besides the debris that hits New York City, but besides that, once we get into the meat of the movie, we're introduced to all the NASA people. They are reactionary to what's happened in New York City, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. And you get everybody's like, here's Billy Bob, and here's Keith David, and
Keith
these guys are
motherfucking David. I
Keith
love that he's in
motherfucking
this.
David, indeed. Holy shit!
Yeah.
As soon as I heard him talk, I didn't see his face. As soon as I heard him talk, I'm like, oh shit!
Yeah, it's a voice you just know. Yeah.
Yeah, Keith motherfucking David. Yes. Oh man. So they're all trying to figure out just what's going on. I like the fact that, sir, we only have a budget of $1 million. That only gives us like 3% of the sky to look at. We missed it. I'm pretty sure that something the size of Texas could probably be seen by the naked eye once it passes the once it passes like Mars or whatever. Again, I'm not going to be Mr. Science here, Mr. Wizard. I'm not going to
You
be
just
me.
see like Texas going through
Yeah,
the
like,
sky.
Really? That's big. Like that's
Yeah.
earth cracking big. That's not just it's not just
It's a huge
boiling
landmass.
the entire ocean. Right. This is a serious. Texas is big, man.
One of the biggest
Uh,
states.
It could have been a much smaller a much smaller asteroid, and still made some of the math work later on. Again, not going to be Mr. Science. We're going to go with the flow here. And they find out that they've got 18 days, right?
Yep. 18 days
To
before it
stop
gets
this
there.
thing. This I have a problem with. This math does not work.
Yeah, that's that,
'Cause
and
I'm-
that's something because so today you were sending me a bunch of trivia facts, and honestly, for as many times as I've seen this movie and as much as I love it, I have never really looked into the trivia of it. I really hadn't, and so I was looking at some earlier, and even Ben Affleck like brought up a bunch of questions about
Yeah.
like the science and the why of things, to the point where Michael Bay told him to shut the fuck
Shut
up.
the fuck
And I was
up.
like, damn, Michael Bay.
That's a Michael Bay thing. He's a character, all right.
Apparently so.
I just wish they would have had like, okay, we have 3 months to figure this thing out.
Yeah.
That would have given me like, okay, we're still in a rush, but 18 days, you can't get to the moon in 18 days. It's not humanly possible to get to the moon in 18
See,
days.
I didn't even know that. I don't know
Yeah.
science stuff like that though.
Yeah,
That's why these movies are made for people like me.
and I'm not talking down to anybody. That's
I
going to
know,
be
I
the
know.
only big science thing that I've got a problem with, because the way the time, oh my God, and the timing on everything.
I
Like there
think
is
the
a
18 days also is like them helps give them the excuse as to why they had to pick Bruce Willis and his crew. Out of all the people, yeah, they're not the best, but they are the best at this job. You know what I mean?
I still think that I really like Bruce's reasoning for bringing his crew. I
Mhm.
really like that. That actually made a lot of sense, even though you can probably teach astronauts to drill, whatever. It's a good enough excuse to get these people up into space. For me, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But I still like, it does take a while to train an astronaut, and it does take a while to create these armadillo dune buggies that you're making and retrofitting them with a drill and whatever tools that you need.
Even if you have like unlimited hands and people at your disposal, it still takes time for things to build and
right.
assemble.
People
you
still
know
have
what
to sleep, and people still have to eat.
I mean? Yeah.
18 days is my biggest sciencey gripe about this movie, and it's not that big of a gripe, but there's
It's just like, come on.
there is a ticking time clock on this thing. Every second is, man, every second just bang, 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 and it's exhausting. But I'll talk about that later.
It is very fast paced. Like, I know it's 2.5 hours, but
Uh-huh.
I do think it kind of flies by, especially those first 2 acts, like you said. It gets messy in the end, and
Oh
how
boy.
how
Oh.
it ties everything up,
This-
and I think, especially, like, once they get in space and then they meet the other space station and then the Russian astronaut, like, you're just adding even more characters to an already big ensemble. So
It's
now you've got Bill Fichtner fight, and the Russian guy who we've seen in everything too, and I can't think of what his name is. Like, now they're all fighting, and this guy's got space dementia, and you're pulling guns out, like, there's just so much going on. And then on top of the fact, you've got another crew that's damn near about 30 miles away, and they all think they're dead, but we're
mhm.
following them too, and they're trying to get back because Ben Affleck's over here and Bruce Willis is over there, and we've got to get them back together. So it's a lot.
That's thanks for coming tonight, folks. Anna just described it all.
But you're right, like, the character building, the time we spend getting to know the characters in the beginning is really what I think helps make this movie hit as hard as it does, at least
It,
for me.
it
Like,
does, yeah. Yeah.
I care about Bruce Willis, like,
Mhm.
especially in the 90s, I feel like you didn't really hear a lot of reports of, like, the moms leaving. It's always the dad leaving the mom with the kids. So the fact that this, like, roughneck guy stepped up and was this great single dad, and not only that, like, gave her a good life and gave her a career and had all these other pseudo dads to help take care of her.
Mhm.
Like, I think there's something really charming and sweet about that. And even that's what she tells him too when they have that moment before he goes up, and she's like, "I don't blame you for mom leaving. She left us both, and I love my life, and you've given me that." And it's these relationships that we care about, and we see that they're good people, but maybe they've made some mistakes in the past, especially with Will Patton's character. Like, he's got a gambling addiction, and in turn, he lost his family, he lost custody of his son, and oh my god, that when he shows up there, I'm getting chill bumps when he shows up to see him before he leaves. Oh, sorry. And he's like, "You don't have to tell him who it's from. Just tell him I gave it to him, and I'm gonna do
Mhm.
something, and you really might just be proud of me." And then he's like, "Mom, that salesman's on TV."
On
Oh, man,
TV.
it just kills me every time that you just care about him. Michael Clark Duncan, I just Ben Affleck, I wanna see him get home to Grace, and
Yeah.
even though Harry hates him, that's just a dad for you with a daughter,
I don't know. Charging your daughter's boyfriend and shooting at him.
That was
It's a
a
little
little
more than just
extreme.
being a dad.
That was a little extreme, yeah.
Especially on an oil rig when you could puncture something that you probably shouldn't puncture for heaven's sake.
He's thinking, "This is my oil rig. I don't give a
Like,
damn.
oh
I'll
my
blow up
God.
whatever."
And I was okay. I was okay with that. It was very silly, and it did build the characters up in
Mhm.
my mind and my heart. I did feel a lot for these characters, and when each one of them started to die, it was like, oh, I wanted him to make it.
Yeah.
Oh,
We haven't even mentioned Owen Wilson. He's in it. That's one of his, like,
like
early roles.
holy moly! Owen Wilson shows up out of nowhere and
Mhm,
just
as a
is kind of in the
cowboy.
back as a cow. Of course, he's a cowboy.
I know, right?
As hey guys, I'm here. How you doing?
He's like,
Hey guys.
This is historical stuff.
So-
This is biblical. Of course, I'm in."
and he's killed so quickly in outer space. It's like,
I
oh,
know, real quick. He was out.
this cast is fathomless.
Mhm.
Billy Bob Thornton, Keith
Yes.
David, Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, Michael Michael Clark Duncan. Excuse me, I do that all the
Liv
time.
Tyler too, and
Liv Tyler.
I read that she turned it down twice before she actually finally agreed, and this movie came out on her 21st birthday, so she was
Oh, did it?
probably
Aw.
20 when they filmed it, or 19. Yeah, it's
yeah,
crazy.
easily, yeah. Steve Buscemi.
Oh yes, he's great in this.
God, who was the German guy I sent to you earlier?
Udo Kier.
Yes. And he didn't have a speaking part at all, but I saw those eyes. I'm like, oh, I know who that is.
Mhm, yes, he's got that look about him.
those liquid crystal blue eyes.
Mhm.
Who else was there? There were a couple other folks that popped up in this that I wasn't expecting.
I do love that woman astronaut that's like giving Bear shit
Oh,
because
my
he's
Lord.
laughing during her instruction, and she's like, "Bear," and he's like, "Yes, yes, ma'am."
when I kick you in the nuts, how's that? How are you going to feel in outer space? I'm going to float away. Yeah, damn right you are.
Yeah.
Doesn't Buscemi say something like, when do we start that training?
Yeah.
Was it floating training or getting kicked in the balls training that he was?
He's definitely wanting to be kicked in the balls by her.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
because he was such a sleaze in this movie.
God,
But that's what's so great about it is that he was a genius. He wasn't
Certified.
lying. Like he certified genius. And I read too, and I really kind of hate this, that he took this role because he wanted to get away from the sleaze bags that he had been playing, and he didn't want to be typecast. And he was like, "Oh, this is a breath of fresh air." And once he got hired on, they changed the character to fit more. Yes. So I think maybe the genius part was like the caveat that made that funny and was maybe still part of his original character setup. Like maybe his character was a genius, but with no sleaze, not going to strip clubs and owing people money. And
it does make a genius more interesting. You just can't be the nerd, right?
Yeah,
and if you're on this, if you're a genius, you have to have a reason you're on this oil rig. If you are a genius with 2 MIT doctorates, and having taught at Stanford or something like that for a number of years, Princeton, I forget what it was. And he gave a very good reason as to why he was doing it later on in the movie. But yeah, it's way better for Buscemi to have this blue collar personality instead of just a pencil pushing nerd on an oil rig.
Yeah,
right?
I agree. Maybe somebody that worked in the office or worked with Grace in some capacity.
Just make for a more interesting character instead of just a one-sided. He had 2 sides because he did when they were in outer space. He did say, "I'll tell you why we overshot it, and I'll tell you why we should have landed in the other spot." And yeah, the so-called smart guys were like, "Oh shit, really? How'd you know that? I read the schematics, assholes." Is basically what he says.
Did you guys not read anything? Did you not pay any attention?
Right.
And then he just starts to lose his mind. And I did read that
Space madness.
Yeah, space madness. That's really what NASA scientists will do, or astronauts will do.
Yep.
Is if they get into space and people start to get a little crazy, they will duct tape them down. And I was like, damn, being duct taped in space, dude, that's like a panic attack waiting to happen.
No,
just thinking about it.
You can have a panic attack, but it's not going to do you any good because you are duct taped down.
A xenomorph would come walking in.
Well, you're not a threat at that point. He'll be all right. Or the xenomorph will be like, you're already cocooned.
Yeah.
You're good.
He just sticks me with the tail, or she. And takes me back to where the other cocoons are. Half my job's done.
I have to throw up all over you now. Great.
Maybe the duct tape would help with some of the acid.
True. Let's see. So the Roughnecks get hired to go into outer space. Bruce Willis says, "Hey, look, I got to take my boys with me because I don't trust these ding-dong cosmonauts to do the job right. I am an artiste. I know how to dig a hole." And more power to you. That's true. I'm sure there is a lot of, call it an artist. The experience you have is invaluable. Yeah. And you'd know how to do it rather than somebody who gets a quick slapdash training on it.
Yeah. You've got years of experience.
Yeah. It's a great way. It's a great vehicle to get all these characters up into outer space. Fish out of water sort of thing.
Yeah.
And the training montage, I had so much fun with this training montage. It all looked like very NASA stuff, and that shit doesn't get filmed very often from what I understand.
Yeah, no, and they actually filmed that rocket launch too. Like whenever NASA was launching a rocket.
Launching a rocket?
Launching a rocket. But they set up a bunch of cameras around the rocket
very cool.
And watched it, and that's how we got that footage.
It was great footage. It was seeing them up in the airplanes trying not to throw up, probably threw up. I mean,
for sure.
We've all seen the Mythbusters where they went up into the Blue Angels and they
upchucked. Oh, dude,
upchuck
without a shadow of a doubt. I know.
No, that's and you're no less than a man than any other man on the planet if you throw up at at those speeds, man. Nope.
And then also too, they've got to get the physical and get that giant thing stuck up their butt. And she does like, oh no, it's this. Will Patton's face. Yeah, the training montage is great. Being in that big water pool, I was like, no, not for me. I'm
You're
just not
in the water in a
astronaut
suit.
material.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
claustrophobic to me, and I don't really get claustrophobic. Like,
And then not having enough, the possibility of running out of oxygen. See, stuff like that too. Ooh, in space, scary.
Space is nothing to screw around with. That's why they send up highly trained people and not necessarily oil rig employees.
Exactly.
on the regular,
And I don't understand why. I think like you mentioned earlier, and that's something Ben Affleck said too, was why isn't NASA just training astronauts to be drillers instead of training drillers to be astronauts?
Especially with, you can train the drill part much easier than to train the astronaut part. You just said that. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to mansplain.
No. I feel like you were thinking about it and just talking your thoughts out.
Yeah, and that's I think that's mansplaining.
Oh no, it's not. I didn't take it that way.
But yeah, it's, since they've already got the cosmonaut training, they've got like 3 years of training out of the way already.
Yeah,
it would be much quicker to give them a quick training about drilling than it would be a quick training to be a cosmonaut. Like, whoa,
yeah, exactly.
That's a lot more intense than learning how to drill a hole as a whole.
But then it also goes back to what you said not too long ago too, about how it's better to have experienced oil drillers with stuff like this instead of somebody who just has flippant training. So they might be a damn good astronaut, but they could be a shitty oil driller. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And especially if any of the, if you're an astronaut to some degree, you got to get your hands dirty. But if they've never had any like blue collar work or anything like that, who's to say?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, that job would be for them. I'm just theorizing.
Yeah, these are all good theories. I don't know. I'm sure the rigors that an astronaut is put through would equal some sort of heavy labor. Maybe they don't have calluses on their hands, but them bodies have been through some shit.
Oh yeah. Like physically and mentally, like just like with altitude and things like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
You might not be studding walls and breaking bricks, but you're going back through some shit. Yeah, you are breaking your back for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say is I think another part too that, like I briefly hit on earlier, that makes it a lot longer than it necessarily needs to be is the fact that they add another little twist to the story, and that's they have to send 2 teams up because they have to battle the asteroid from 2 different locations, right? Mm-hmm. Or they have to drill in 2 different locations.
I got the impression you only needed 1, but they sent up 2 for a redundancy. And if there's anything NASA is good at, it's redundancies. They have backup plan on top of backup plan on top of backup plan, because like you said earlier, you don't fuck around with space. Yeah. There's no air up there. There's no rescue.
And this is literally the end of the world.
One slip up, not even that, just going to space. Yeah. You can have all the backup plans you want, and if one little thing goes wrong the right way, you're all dead. So NASA's really good with redundancies, and I think my impression was they sent up 2 teams of equal groups so that they could drill from 2 areas, but it would be redundant. It would be like, you really only need 1, but just in case something happens to one of the shuttles, which it probably should have happened right when they launched, because they launched 10 feet from each other.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the only other sciencey thing I bring up, because they should have been launching from 2 separate cities.
Damn, really? That far apart?
Oh my good Lord. Have you ever seen 2 airplanes take off together? They don't.
Oh, I'm very oblivious about a lot of science stuff.
They shot these 2 rockets off like 3 football fields apart. I'm like, oh my God. A crosswind will send them tumbling. Just the vibrations from those fuselages, those rockets, just rattle the windows off of anything. My goodness.
Damn. Well,
but it made for a good shot. Made for a great shot though. These two things kind of twisting and turning up into outer spaces.
And Ben Affleck, let's see, Ben Affleck and Owen Wilson and Michael Clark Duncan.
Yep.
They're all on the other ship.
Was Buscemi? No, Buscemi was with
Willis.
Bruce. Yeah, you're right.
Bruce has his like main guys with him that are on the oil rig too.
Chick and the fat guy and Buscemi. Max, thank you.
Yeah, and Rockhound, yeah.
Rockhound, yes, thank you. That's right.
And then Wilson, Ben, and then we're the Duncan. Contingency plan.
And there was, I liked that they threw a female astronaut in there. I did like that.
Yeah, she went up with them. That threatened.
She sure did. She survived too, didn't she?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think she came back. Yeah, that's
what
one of two astronauts that came back.
Because there were a couple like astronaut deaths of just like background astronauts or like extras, but then we've got like Michael Clark and Owen and that one dark-haired guy that was just kind of there, not Max.
Yeah,
he was just there in the background, you know.
I think his name was Gruber, because I heard somebody on some review thing on YouTube said something like, "Well, this is the third time Bruce Willis has dealt with somebody named Gruber on screen."
Oh, that's funny. I didn't catch that. I have never caught that. He was a
big dude, wasn't he? He was a big dude, dark black hair.
Yeah, tall guy, hair. Like buff.
Yeah, buff.
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
And he was one that died.
He's one of the final deaths too, if I remember right. Like right toward the end, when after they jumped the shark crater.
I believe I can fly.
Anyway, so this is where I want to say this is the tale of two movies, Anna. We have the first two acts. We have the act of, oh shit, something's happened. We're introducing everybody in the movie. Second act is they're all training. They're all training. They're all getting to know the astronauts. They're all getting really to know each other and understanding the plan and getting geared up and sitting their butts in the space shuttles, and space shuttles launch into outer space. All good. Roses, peaches, and cream, right? So we've had two acts in about an hour.
Yeah, this third act is like a whole movie.
This third act is an hour and a half, and it. Oh my God! It's miserable.
It's a lot of stuff going on, a lot, and like I said, we're dealing with two different teams, and shit's going down with both parties, and so it's just a lot of tension, a lot of chaos, a lot of overstimulation, just like being thrown at you.
So they had to stop at the Russian. It's the Mir, which was an actual Russian. It was before the International Space Station. Goodness gracious, excuse me. They had to stop there to refuel. And we're not going to talk into science, so we're not going to worry about what they're actually picking up. Don't worry about it. Immediately when they dock, that's like patient zero of like, I think everybody on both space shuttles, right before they got on a space shuttle, they all broke a mirror. Because nothing in this movie from here on out goes smoothly. There is some sort of disaster, some sort of tragedy, some sort of shit's breaking. There is so much high tension immediately, starting in the space station that ends in the space station blowing up. The mirror blows up. They picked up the astronaut. A couple people died, I think.
Well, no, that's when I think that's when Owen Wilson died, because an explosion hit him. And I believe it's when they crashed into the bottom of the Russian space station.
Yep.
Because they're climbing up the hatch real fast, trying to get away from the fire.
They got refueled, and they take off just in the nick of time. But this is when it starts, and they get to the asteroid, and then still every minute of this incredibly long third act is tension. Something's gonna break, and it's gonna end the mission, and the Earth is dead. Something's gonna now this. And you don't get a breath to go, oh, thank God. All right, now we can kind of level set and get ready for that. Oh shit, something else is wrong.
And we also need to mention the fact that while all this shit's going wrong in space, NASA and the United States government are also trying to kill them and just blow like they once again a yet another NASA / US government backup plan. They have put a bomb on this rocket that just in case the drill goes bad, they're just going to blow the fucker up and kill everybody on it. And they don't know about this until they're already in space. And then everyone shits their pants, which
Pretty much.
rightfully so.
Uh-huh.
But then we also have, Grace is losing her mind. Like, what are y'all doing? That's my father up there. That screaming moment. Great acting, by the way. Billy Bob's right there with her. He's one of the NASA
He's on their
heads,
side. Yep. Mm-hmm.
100% on their sides because he knows they're their only hope and he gets it in a bigger picture other than government shit. So he's got like his head nerd at NASA on the radio being like, you're going to stop this remote detonation and here's the code. I'm the only one who's got it. So he buys them some time. And the whole reason NASA does this is because the government is because they lose communication with them for a very long period of time. So they're running out of time and they're like, listen, we can't chance the fact that they might be alive. So we're just going to blow them up because we can't hear from them.
One of the many plot points of this movie is that this, as objects do in outer space, they rotate, they move, they tumble through outer space. And one of the things that one of the NASA nerds on Earth says is that, we didn't take into consideration that, or we just have noticed that the asteroid is tumbling not only in the X and Y axis, but also the Z axis. So it's kind of rolling in a weird wobbly way, and that's why they lose that communication with them, because they didn't take into consideration that it would move this as well as this way and whatever science stuff. So that's when ground control panics, like, oh shit, well, we have no other choice but to set this nuke off in hopes that it will deflect it enough out of the Earth's trajectory, even though all the math that they've already done says it won't.
It won't. Like, that's the whole point that they had drillers go to space, was because just sending a nuke up on there, or just planting a bomb on its surface wasn't going to do the job. Like, you had to blow it up from its core pretty much.
Shooting a BB gun at a boulder, it wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah, but it's just like, well, if we don't have any other choice, we're at least going to try this. This is the only chance option we have at this point. So, I mean, I guess from that way of thinking, yeah, but also fucking just like shady shit like that. Like, we're not going to tell you we're putting a bomb on this thing just in case y'all fuck up. We're going to kill you anyways.
It's going to kill y'all and probably the entire Earth also.
Yeah, everybody's going to die.
So that was this last act is so, I've got a couple things that could have been cut, should have been cut. And that was one of them.
Should we take an intermission real quick and take a restroom break?
It's a great idea. I like that idea.
Great idea. I got a tinkle.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see you in a bit.
When I'm at space camp, I feel like I'm an astronaut in training. My mission? A simulated shuttle journey to outer space. We train on the same type of equipment the astronauts used, like the multi-axis trainer. I like to close my eyes and pretend I'm spinning through space. Whoa, there goes a comet. On the 1/6 gravity simulator, I get to feel what it's like to walk on the moon. It makes me feel like I'm a gazillion miles from Earth. On the simulated spacewalk, I train to repair the space camp satellite. The satellite is ready for launch. When our mission is accomplished, our teammates in Mission Control guide us home. It's been a great week. U.S. Space Camp. Check it out in Alabama, Florida, and California. For more information, call 1-800-48-SPACE. Must be 18 years or older to call.
Space Camp. What a trip.
Relief can't come fast enough when you have diarrhea.
We have a problem.
We have a delay.
We're gonna miss our window. Our guy needs Imodium AD.
You need something faster.
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 Introducing Imodium Advanced with a new formula that adds a second medicine for more complete relief that's even faster than Imodium AD. Nothing works like new Imodium Advanced. Faster relief you can count on.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Pete, tell us all what you would cut from this movie besides an hour and a half out of it.
Well, that's my goal, is to this third act does not need to be this. This third act
a lot.
is an entire movie unto itself. My God. So I want to cut the whole access bullshit. I want to figure out a different way for the communication to not be there. Even not do that whole nuclear bomb hidden thing. Something like that, because they are going to throw a bomb down there after the hole is dug and let it off remotely. There could have been something else instead of, well, the country's going to betray you and
exactly.
betray the world. Also, when they are done drilling the hole at the end of the movie, the pipe is bent. That takes another 15 minutes up of tension when I'm already tense from drilling the damn hole. There's no reprieve at all. You don't get to breathe in this movie. You're like, yay, the hole's dug. Let's beat feet, get this drop down there and get the hell off of here. You didn't need that bent pole at all. You just didn't need that scene.
That's fair. I agree.
The Russian cosmonaut death at the end, you didn't need that. You didn't need that at all. Once they are leaving the rock and the bomb is set, it's ready to go. Just go home.
Yeah.
Death Star behind you. You land, done. But Michael Bay put one last, oh no, something's gonna ruin this, and another countdown. God damn it. So many countdowns. Like there's a countdown for this. There's 18 days, right? And then there's like this window of, well, once it's past this invisible barrier, this invisible time barrier, distance barrier, which it's going to reach it at this specific time. Once it hits that, there's nothing you can do, even if you split it into 1,000 pieces, still going to hit the earth. So you've got that going. You've got the bomb that's ticking down to 3 seconds.
And you've got to, wait, we have to mention in this countdown with the bomb, there's a red wire or a blue wire scene, y'all. They had to put it in there just to add the extra tension. And it's like, which one? And then he almost cuts that one. And then he goes to the other one and it's, and then Steve Buscemi's going, good job. Good job. Because by this point, he's duct taped. He's over there duct taped. He's losing his mind. And they don't want to listen to him because the part of his mind that's science-y is still working right. You know what I mean? The other side of his brain
has checked out.
Has checked out.
Completely.
So they're not listening to him at all.
They're not wrong per se, but yeah.
No, I agree.
It's still a fun dichotomy. And then, the other thing that really angers me about the shuttle takeoff and how like, we're going to take off. Oh no, we're not able to take off. This is after the bomb is planted and Bruce is in the hole and he's got to set it off manually. That's all good. Okay. I'm good with that. But instead of just taking off and getting back to Earth and watching it blow up behind you, something's wrong with the takeoff. Oh, we can't take off. Oh no, you better get out of here. I need one more minute. That emotional speech he gives Liv Tyler at the end, all those feels, all those tears that you're feeling, out the fucking window because, oh no, something else is happening. Now I've forgotten it took the wind out of all those sails of all that beautiful speech that they had. And
you're not wrong, Pete. I totally see where you're coming from. I 100% do. Like all that makes sense. It really does. Because you're like, because when I was watching it Saturday, I was like I filmed that part too. And I'm like just sniffling, sobbing, ugly crying. And then you don't even have time to like wipe your tears
Right.
because
Uh-huh.
the dashboard's going off and the music starts to squeal and it's like, wait, what's happening? And I'm like, taking my glasses off, trying to,
Oh,
see.
wait,
So
what's happening? Oh.
you are 100% correct in that. That
Just-
little part right there
yeah.
should have been taken totally out. Let them blast off. We have been on edge to the point of needing a Xanax for the last hour and a half.
Yeah, it's quiet in the hole, and Bruce is looking at the thing, and the timer is clicking down, and he does what that captain showed, or the colonel, or whatever. You flip, you push, and you click, flip, push, or whatever. You see Bruce do that,
push or something like that. Yeah.
He sighs, flip, click, or push, flip, click, or whatever, and then this big light comes and hits him in the face, and you see one last tear coming down Bruce Willis, and everything's quiet, and the shuttle's moving away from it, and behind it, kaboom. Russian cosmonaut goes home as a fucking hero, like he should have.
Mm-hmm.
The shuttle lands fine. They even had trouble with re-entry into Earth. Like, Jesus Christ! End the goddamn movie. This is not Lord of the Rings.
Land the plane.
Land the plane. Jesus.
Literally.
That would have saved 20 minutes off of the end of this movie of shit you didn't need. And you could have still had the victorious, they're leaving, they're leaving the space shuttle, and Liv Taylor comes up and hugs Ben Affleck, and
the lady that Rockhound was with before he left shows up, and then
the wife chick's wife and son show up, and then the 8mm wedding at the end. Keep all that. That's fine.
Wonderful.
But 20 minutes could have been cut out with this stupid and just deflating. God damn it, Michael Bay. Goddamn movie. Jesus Christ.
We could have, and that's a really great way to think too, because if you think about it, like I've got tears at the end of the movie too.
Yeah.
So tears into tears is kind of like a great flow of emotion way to end an action movie that
tears
you've just
sadness,
been on. That's your reprieve.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you don't get that satisfaction. And then he tries to make it all sappy at the end with the wedding bullshit. And you're already like, I'm fucking checked out, man.
Yeah, Aerosmith.
Think about listening to that song as they're flying away from the asteroid exploding behind them, and they're landing as Steven Tyler's "Living Forever."
Spot on impression. Spot on impression. But too, like when the astronaut who Bill Fichtner played, that he said, "You and your man are the biggest mistake in the history of NASA." Man, that was like, damn. But even, he had major respect at the end of this movie, and he walked up and salutes Grace.
There's like another tears of joy, like full circle.
Yeah, very eloquently says, requesting to shake the hand of the daughter of the bravest man I've ever known. Oh. Like that, like how does that not just punch you in the gut, man?
Yep.
That's wonderful. A full circle character moment for him too. I love him as an actor. He's great in everything he's in.
You would have not had to wash the floors of the theaters with all the tears that would have been just flowing in the movie theaters had you not had that fucking takeoff thing. I mean,
yeah,
the speech, the short trip home, the landing, the reuniting, the shaking of hands, the wedding. You didn't need to say a single word except I'd like to shake the hand. I suppose.
You could have the little moments too, like with the music playing in the back and all that fade into the same length of the song. 5-6 minutes max. And you shorten the end of the movie. I agree with you, Pete. I 100% do. You're not wrong in that, especially because I can look at it too now. Like, listen, you got a picture, like not even a 10-year-old kid, me, like this level of intensity and action, and like oh my gosh, are they gonna? No, now they can't get off the asteroid. Like that is like a kid's. They love it. Once that's what I was telling Dustin. He was asking me what Marley thought of Armageddon. And I was like, well, she was really bored until they got into space. And then she was locked in.
No shit.
So once she got into space, dude, she was in.
All right. Well, maybe Michael Bay didn't make the movie for my generation or my age of people. But I was exhausted at the end of this movie.
Yeah,
I was exhausted with this tension, like this butt puckering tension, starting
wore out
with like 90 minutes left in this movie. You never get a breath. You never get a chance to think about, okay, like I said, to level set, just to get a breather. And I'm not saying slow down, but holy shit.
Yeah.
Slow down, I guess.
Yes, slow down. Yeah. No, I agree. I can look at it now from a filmmaking perspective and definitely be like, damn, dude, like, yeah, slow down. That's a great way. Calm down a little bit. And then even he said too that he hates this movie and it was shot too quick. And then if he could redo the whole third act, he would. And I'm like, and you know what's so funny? I think a light bulb just went off. If they were racing against the clock to beat fucking Deep Impact, that might very well be why that third act and the whole production was rushed the way it was.
Was because Deep Impact came out before.
But if they were made around the same time, and the studio got word, hey, this other studio is making basically a movie just like we are. Hey, we've got to hurry and get this done like right now.
Yep, got it.
I want to see when that was released, actually.
I'm on board.
But see what you did there. I need to watch Deep Impact now. It came out in 98 too. And it had Robert Duvall, so it had that going for it too.
Who was the lead? What was her name?
30 minutes shorter. That's Tia Leone. Elijah Wood. Morgan Freeman.
Elijah Wood? He was
Vanessa Redgrave. Yeah, he probably was. James Cromwell, John Favreau. Damn, okay, I might have to watch this too. But let's see, this came out in 98, same year on May 8th. And Armageddon, I think it did come out first. Deep Impact did. Because Armageddon was summer. Witchy Things. Pete, it came out on July 1st. That's literally tomorrow.
And we didn't cover it.
No, I'm talking about Armageddon.
Armageddon came out on July 1st?
Armageddon came out on July 1st, 1998.
Oh, shit.
Yes. Witchy things. So, yeah, Deep Impact came out almost 2 months to the day before Armageddon did. So, I guarantee you that's why it was rushed.
This movie. So
we're like, whew, is anybody else tired? Are y'all tired out there in the audience?
One of the observations I was thinking through the whole movie, Michael Clark Duncan is a large man.
Very large man, yeah.
Did NASA really have a spacesuit?
They probably had to custom make that thing.
They had to cut 2 spacesuits to fit that man. Because
like a jumper.
Yeah. My cousin of mine joined the Air Force, and he was like a half an inch too tall to be a pilot. He had the smarts, he had the eyesight, he had everything, but he was like a half an inch too tall to be a pilot because he wouldn't be able to fit into the cockpit.
Right.
And I'm thinking about sticking Michael Clark Duncan in any kind of a jet, flipping him upside down. God, that man, there's no way that man fit himself into an airplane. He buys, it's a good thing he's a Hollywood star, because I'm sure he buys 2 seats on an airplane.
Oh, even no doubt.
That man could not fit in a single.
And then too, when they were doing the flips and stuff with them, how did they get him in a fighter in a fighter jet to do that? Like,
yeah,
he just like squishes in there. And if he throws up, it's just going to smush up against the because he a big guy in a little coat, big guy in a little jet.
Little jet, yep. I just the whole time, this is why there are regulations. Like you just can't be that big and get on the space. He's 2 people, and weight is an important thing in the space.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, it's not necessarily discrimination when it comes to jobs like this. It's requirements for positions, literally, and not figuratively.
So before we get into the stuff, I have the one thing that I didn't want to do this at the beginning because it's kind of a downer, but I do want to use it as an anecdote. This did not affect my judgment of this movie. This isn't a thing that I'd be like, oh, well, this movie's insensitive and you shouldn't watch it these days because it's insensitive.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
This guy, me, I witnessed on television, live on television, both the Challenger exploding and the Twin Towers. That was some sort of PTSD that I was not prepared for when in the first 5 minutes of this movie, we see a space shuttle just get destroyed and the Twin Towers get hit by a meteorite.
Fuck yeah, dude. I didn't even think of that. I was talking about something else.
Friends, I can separate fact and fiction. I know this movie didn't have anything to do with these events, these actual real events. It wasn't aping it, wasn't making fun of it. It hadn't happened for one of them at the time. 3 years later, Jesus God.
I know.
But yeah, I sitting there with my nephew and I'm like, oh fuck, I need to take a breath here. And this is completely subconscious. I had no idea it would have that kind of effect on me. And it did.
Damn.
It was weird. It was really weird. What did you think I was going to say? I'm so curious now.
Well, this is, I mean, honestly, I could add this to that. There is an R bomb in this.
Yeah.
And granted, I mean, it's the 90s, so it was more favored. That's a bad word.
I know when this movie came out, and I know that language isn't appropriate. I'm also not going to knock this movie for that kind of language that was used on the regular. Back then, I can only teach whomever's listening to not say those words and move forward. That's all I can do.
That's true. But yeah, I didn't even think of the Twin Towers. Yeah, I was in 7th grade when that happened.
Oh God.
Yeah, that shit happened when I was at school. Like that was a stop school and
yeah. I had just gotten home from a bartending shift, like literally walked in the door, made something to eat, turned the TV on, and of course every channel had it. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I fell asleep on the couch. My dad scolded me later on in the day. He's like, you fell asleep during this? I'm like, I
just got home from work. Like you can't help your body, you know, but you're
literally had walked in the door. The sun was up. I watched the sun come up as I was driving home. And yeah, but I did see it happen. And the Challenger thing, geez, I was in 6th grade. It was this. You have never heard such silence. Like no one knew. We were kids. We were kids. We had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you were 7. I couldn't have been. No, I think I was in must have been like 11.
I wasn't alive for the Challenger, I don't think.
No, probably not. I was 80.
But yeah, it was 3 years before I was born.
Yeah.
I was 89. But yeah, Twin Towers, I was in 7th grade. I was in middle school. I remember whose class I was in, Miss Parkinson.
Yeah. Again, I didn't mean to bring it down. I've had a lot of fun talking about this movie, but that was just an anecdote as someone who's seen some things in his life that was a strange bit of PTSD that I wasn't prepared for.
Do you think it's PTSD because you saw something crash into it? Like if you see them in movies where they're just standing, like does it affect you?
Standing.
Like say
the towers?
Say you watch a movie set in New York from the 70s and we see the Twin Towers in the background. That doesn't affect
it was the impact. It was the impact.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Yeah, that's totally fair.
Horrifically, it looked kind of like the movie kind of looked exactly like what happened. It was something, man.
And for it to happen 3 years before is
yeah.
Well, should we do the things?
Let's please do the thing. Let's have some fun. Let's do the thing. All right. Okay. So this movie is a little weird, and we're going to do the things, but I feel like it's a little weird. This is a big movie. This is because it's month of action, super cool doing it. I don't feel like this is what normally we're going to do.
No, absolutely not. But I will say, I will watch this day or night.
Yeah.
Not show my card too soon, but that was kind of my little well, I will watch this, at night. So I picked it, but yeah, absolutely. This is totally not something our normal wheelhouse.
Right. Excuse me. So was it worth staying up tonight to
Oh,
see
yeah.
Armageddon? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I had fun. That was Marley's first time watching it all the way through.
Oh, was it? Great.
Yeah, and even though she was bored, like, for the talky stuff, especially when Ben and Liv were kissing, I do love the John Denver song, like, and them doing the lovey-dovey spin and the fellas chiming in, "Leaving on a jet," but
All
and then
singing in a different key.
Yeah, and he's
It
like,
had to be on purpose. I loved it.
It was so great, just charming. But yeah, she had fun, and I'll stay up for it as long as I don't have work the next day. I will stay up for it because it's a long one.
It's a long one. I'm not sure if I would have been able to stay up that late. For the first half of the movie, or for the first 2 acts, definitely, I would have been locked and loaded, and then after, I would have gotten very tired very quick because it just keeps on going.
Yeah.
But I'll say, yeah, it was. Had I been able to, I would have enjoyed staying up for it. It'd have been just fine. So our other question we ask each other always is, would you watch it during the day? Which is a weird thing to say with this movie because it's not our normal. It's
Right.
It's not a Frankenhooker. It's not a Reform School Girls. Are you going to get, if someone walks in, are you going to feel weird?
Yeah, are you gonna have to pause it real quick or turn the volume down?
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely not like that. This is more family action,
It's PG-13, isn't it?
Yeah, it's PG-13.
Yeah.
Not a lot of language either, like
nope, not a bit.
Which was nice. Just
there might have been an F-bomb, but I don't remember one.
I think it was like son of a bitch and damn, like your generic kind of, ones like that.
Egregious at all. So yeah, I'm the same way. I watched it with my nephews, so yeah, of course I'd watch it during the day. It's again, this movie kind of falls out with what we're trying to do here, but Anna had a very good.
Since it's month of action, we can ask another question. Who is your favorite character?
Oh,
since we have so many to choose from, who did you have the most fun with? Yeah,
who'd I have the most fun with? I kind of want to go Michael Clark Duncan, because when he gets up on that table and starts dancing, whips his pants off and shows his ass a little bit, I'm like, oh my God, son, you were having fun.
Beefy man.
With everything, like, I know Willis has said that he'll never work with Michael Bay again. Affleck was told to shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Bay is notoriously hard to work for because he's such a prick.
Yeah.
Just to be a prick, I think.
Yeah. Because he's got power and ego.
Everyone seemed to be having a real good time on this movie, especially the oil rig guys. They all seemed to genuinely enjoy what they were doing, even though they might not have enjoyed the director, but I think they really enjoyed each other. It's really hard to pick.
Kind of like a silver lining, make the day go by. Like, you might hate your job, but at least you got fun coworkers, kind of thing.
I'm going to go with Duncan. I'm going to go with Michael Clark Duncan.
And Bear.
He's
come to Papa Bear. He's on that big Harley.
That voice, my God. How about you?
Too.
Who's your
he
favorite?
Was a good one.
R.I.P. Seriously, if you've not seen him in the whole 9 yards,
oh my God,
charming.
We have got to. I might pick that soon because we've mentioned this twice now, and I fucking loved that movie growing up, and I haven't watched it in years.
Yeah, that's one of Jody's favorites. We watch that on the regular. There's some Amanda Pete boobies at the end of it. If Marley's got some. If she's not allowed to see boobies yet, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll rewatch it without her first and see if in the context, because
I think there's a lot of swearing in it.
Okay,
I think there's quite a bit of language in it, but
yikes.
But
yeah,
who's your favorite?
Yeah, Amanda Pete boobies.
You're just thinking about boobies, weren't you?
Titties. Now you got me distracted. Damn it, Pete. Titties. I'm gonna go with
Right?
A part of me, I know. A part of me really wants to say Action Daddy Bruce Willis, but
you're not wrong.
I think I really got to go with Steve Buscemi.
Okay.
Because I don't think there's a bad performance in the whole movie, even just from background actors. But yeah, he just like we said, it sucks for him just, from his acting standpoint, he didn't want to play that kind of role anymore. But I think he made the best of it. And he made, I just can't see anybody else playing that character. The fact that he was a little rough around the edges, but was a certified genius and,
and
was
got to
kind of the
exercise his genius a couple of times.
Yes.
Like he proved to them that he was, and certainly not just a creep, but a goddamn genius. Yeah.
Yeah, he proved it on more than one occasion.
Mhm.
So yeah, I gotta go with him. He was fun.
You're not wrong. You're doing yourself all right.
Tell us who your favorite character was in the comments down below.
Yeah. Let us know. Hit us up on the Instagrams or in the YouTubes, and we'd love to know what you think about this. Is this third act too long?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
If you think the
yes.
third act is too long, like this video. or audio for that matter. Pete,
Yeah.
month of action for us is over pretty quick because we're one and done.
We are, sadly.
But I think it was a pretty good bang, literally, of an asteroid. So going into action, Daddy saves the day. So happy ending. We're going into August. And it's your pick.
Sure is.
I'm nervous. But in a good way. Nervous, excited.
This movie, the trailer scared the ever living shit out of me. And I didn't watch it until I was an adult. Maybe it was like 5-6 years ago that I first watched it. Yeah. So it scared the hell out of me. And I think I went back to it only because I'm like, oh yeah, I never did watch that movie because it scared the hell out of me. And it was just the freaky trailer, man. So we're going to watch from 1987, The Believers.
The Believers. I don't think I've heard of this.
You've seen the cover of the DVD. It's all about voodoo. And I hope it's not racist.
That poster does look creepy.
It's creepy as fuck. Yeah.
Martin Sheen, Helen Shaver.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Richard Masur, Jimmy Smits. Okay. I'm intrigued. I've never heard of this.
Yep. It's witch doctory. I think it's in New Orleans. I think it might have been like 10 years ago or more that I've seen it. So it's a little fuzzy on my brain pan, but let's find The Believers from 1987.
Hell yeah. I'm excited.
Great.
Well, Pete, this was a wonderful month of action episode, I think. Thank you for putting up the Armageddon for me.
I will not watch this movie again.
That's fine.
But thank you for bringing it to my attention. And
it's kind of like when you're trying to get a kid to try food, and it's like, well, how do you know you don't like it unless you try it? So now you've tried it, you don't like it, you don't have to ever eat it again.
Don't have to ever eat it again. Maybe I'll just watch the first half of this movie.
Yeah, once they go to space, turn it off.
yeah, turn it off. Okay, I got what I needed.
You could possibly do like a part 2 and bring it to good beer.
Such a lot, so long. I could almost watch 2 movies in the time it takes to watch this one.
You totally could, and y'all could record 2 episodes. So don't listen to me. I'm dumb. I just want to hear Kathleen. I want to hear y'all talk about science, because when y'all get into the Toho science, that's what kills me.
I know Kathleen is going to be really pissed off because she is in love with Bruce Willis. That's one of her boys. Yeah, right. Jody too. The two of them are just like
I love
drooling
him.
all
and
over
just
Bruce Willis.
The fact that he's like a good man too.
Good guy too. Yeah.
Like it just makes it even better.
Yeah, it really does. And
I read that he had a picture of his daughters up when he's looking at the camera, talking, giving that goodbye speech to Liv Tyler. He had a picture of his daughters up in front of the camera so he could cry. I was like, that's genius. I would have done the same thing.
I'd put a picture of my dogs.
Hell yeah. And Jody.
And Jody too. She's still alive.
You go to the dogs. You're going to be in the doghouse.
Maybe she won't listen to this episode.
No, she'll support us because she's great like that.
You'll let her know. Hey, make sure you watch this one and
Hey,
listen to the end.
Okay, month of action is over. Man, it's been a great month for everybody. I know we're kind of skirting in here at the end. But thanks to everyone who's joined in. We've been cross promoting like hell.
Mm-hmm.
I know Good Beer. Y'all took part. What movie did y'all review?
Violent Night.
Ooh, I love it.
Christmas in July.
I love it. I love the theme. I love the movie.
Oh boy, did we have a conversation about this movie. Oh my God.
I'm excited to listen.
Did you know Violent Night is a Hallmark movie?
You know, you mentioned that to me the other day, and it was like mind blown.
There is a compelling argument, and Charlie's going to lose his shit.
I can't wait for this. So y'all make sure you're listening to the fine folks over at Good Bear Bad Movie Night. Me and the Dustins over at the Barons.
Yeah.
We've had a whole month. Little D and I have also, let's see. We've done we did RoboCop. I don't know the order. We're doing RoboCop. T2 because we did Terminator last year. Predators, the one with Adrian Brody, and Brightburn, the James Gunn action horse Superman kind of movie.
That's a hard one to watch. Oof.
Dustin loves it. Big D loves it.
It's a good movie.
I've never seen it. So I'm excited. And also, Little D and I have also been doing television, the BoobTube Boutique. We've been covering the first season of Daredevil, the Netflix Daredevil, the OG one. It's my first time watching. He suggested it, and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. He really loves it. It fits with month of action. That can be something extra for us over there. So yeah, we've all been cooking away. Be Action. They're doing an episode every day this month as well, or every week this month. No, I'm sorry.
Whoa. Wow.
Every week this month. Oh, and also Need for Speed. We had a little extra episode in June. But yeah, check us all out everywhere. Give me back the podcast on Instagram. Give me back my action movies on Instagram. We're on all the podcatchers. We're on YouTube. Yep. Please make sure you're liking, subscribing, and rating. Leave us some comments. That helps the algorithm too. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us for Month of Action.
Thanks a bunch, friends.
Yeah, we'll see y'all in August for The Believers.
Pew, pew, pew,
Captain?
Oh, wait.
Captain.